My name is Johna Boulafentis. I am an environmental specialist with the ERWM Air Quality Program. I've worked for the tribe since 2005, and I started as an intern in the summer of 2004. Virgil was a Hopi tribal member and a co-founder of the Institute of Tribal Environmental Professionals. And so ITEP, for short, offers a training program in air quality. They offer internships, and they really have done a lot to expand air quality for tribes in the United States. ITEP has since grown to take on other programs, but their foundational aspect was working on training tribes on how to work in air quality. And so Virgil was a really great person. I didn't have a chance to meet him myself. I have coworkers that did, and I know that he just brought a lot of goodness to air quality and tribes in general. There were 2 recipients this year, myself, again representing the Nez Perce tribe, and Joe Hostler, who works for the Yurok tribe in California. I should note that the Tribal Air Quality Program in general received this award in 2008 for our work on the federal air rules for reservations. I would say, I guess I am saying, Mother Earth, just that connection and being outside on the land, breathing air, being around folks growing up that had breathing issues made me a lot more aware of air itself, and especially indoor air, which is kind of one of the focuses of why I received this award, is my focus on indoor air and how to bring awareness and also improvements to people's lives. So I think being around others who had challenges with breathing, including my own mom, and then just being outside, and love being outside, and I love being in the fresh air, that those are kind of been my inspirations. So I guess Mother Earth and my birth mom, mom, I don't know, yeah. My other inspirations have been working with youth in general, and I think why that is and why they inspire me so much is as a child, and during 6th grade I went to an overnight environmental education camp, and so at that time I really learned about taking care of Mother Earth and being a steward and just taking care of what's around you. And for me, that meant each other, so humans, but also the living things, trees, animals, the land itself, the air. And so that camp really inspired me, and it really stuck with me since then. Also at that time there was a lot of campaigns about take care of the rainforest, and that's still being a message now, and that really stuck with me as a kid. And so I was that kid that called the 1-800 number and got the information about save the rainforest. And so air, and I guess, and the connection to trees too, have always been a big part of who I am. And how that translate now into my work is I make sure that with the work I do with youth that we have hands-on materials, getting kids active and curious, and they inspire me. They're laughing, their interests, the surprise. Recently I ran into a student in Lewiston, haven't seen her and since she was in high school, and she's in her 30s now, and she mentioned when I was working with the PACE camp and how that really stuck with her, and I was just shocked for someone to remember me. But then alone to say how much that time and having me there and others there inspire her was very inspiring. So yeah, I think I continued to feel lifted in my work when I'm able to engage with youth, and that helps get through the days of when you're doing things like paperwork. But it's why I do the work, is to work with them. Yeah, so I grew up in Pennsylvania and West Virginia. I moved out here, had never been in the Northwest when I took the internship. My dad was actually from Greece, so I have family in Greece, and so Yeah, I think when I first came out here, it was very much different, but I felt very welcomed. And so, leaving family and friends is always difficult, but I felt really at home here. And not only in the Northwest, but with the Nez Perce tribe, felt really welcomed. And so when a job opened up, I wanted to come back. And so I did actually leave for 8 months, I think, 6 months, some amount of months. But I did apply for the job and got it and moved out here and then just never left. Originally, the position was supposed to be for 1 year, but we received other grants. And so I think just working with those grants there's always challenges in working with different people and requirements, but I feel like I've overcome them. I think some key moments is being in the opportunity to be in people's homes. And so we've done a number of research studies with universities and also the Portland Area Indian Health Board. And between wood stove studies and asthma studies, those gave me an opportunity to actually build relationships with people. I've done classes over the years, so I've met a lot of folks through those, like informational classes, like how to make your own green cleaner. But really working in people's homes and being with them in their own space and being welcomed was really, it is the highlight of my career. Building relationships is the highlight of my career so far. I'm really humbled by it. I know there are a lot of people that do a lot of great work. I think there's around 120 tribes that have specific tribal air quality program funding. So I know there are people doing great work, and so I'm humbled by the honor of receiving it. It's the top honor if you work for a tribal air program, and so I got to figure out what's next. I have a lot of projects already here, but I'm still kind of feeling very shiny from just being honored. So we have a few awards, or a few grant awards that we've received this year, working on wildfire smoke issues and also working on wood stoves in partnership with housing. So there's always work to be done, but it was nice to be honored by this. Yeah, you know, hear they say, like, got to get back to the everyday stuff. I still have my commitments to schools. I still have my commitments to everything that we do here. So big goals, I mean, this climate change money that the tribe recently received will be a lot of work over the next 5 years, and I'm looking forward to it. And again, I really value relationships, so I think just coming back to those relationships and maintaining and growing, and that's my plan. A big shout out to the Nez Perce tribe. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to work here and stay here. It's beyond a blessing, and I'm so happy that I was selected as an intern 20 years ago.